Hello guys, and welcome back to Storytime Mania World 4 with your host Narrated, and today I made a comeback with this book. The story today we're reading is Little Miss Ivy. Little Miss Ivy was bright as a button. Well, she was bright as a button because she was very good at making clothes. She loved fashion designing. Fashion designing is always fun to her. Last week, she got a hat for herself and put cotton to the top and rose in the middle. She even designed something for some of her friends. She made a pair of rainbow leggings for Mr. Tall. She made a disco set for Mr. Clever. Miss Ivy even created a cake skirt for Mr. Greedy. Well, all the skirts are for girls, but Mr. Greedy had a big belly and thinks it looks pretty tasty. Now, little Miss Ivy lived in a house that was shaped as a long rectangle. The left part of her house where she did was her fashion designing. The top of her fashion designing house was a balcony. It looks like a nice house to live in, doesn't it? Little Miss Ivy even made fashion designing for herself, like the white dress and the dancing shoes to go along. At midnight, little Miss Ivy had a test to do. It was a very testing time. She had to make a birthday present for little Miss Bossy because her birthday was coming up in a couple weeks. What would she invent? Poor little Miss Ivy. She went to bed thinking about it. Poor little Miss Ivy woke up in the morning without anything to create for little Miss Bossy. She had no idea what to do. What can I create for someone such bossy boots? Thought little Miss Ivy. Nothing came out of her head. So Miss Ivy decided to pay her a visit, but she didn't want to stay so close to her. Miss Bossy was very, very bossy. She was even really rude. She told Walter to get back in the hole. She told Mr. Chatterbox to shut up. She told Mr. Greedy to lose some weight. She told Miss Tiny to grow up. And she told Mr. Lazy to wake up. Poor Mr. Chatterbox, poor Mr. Greedy, poor little Miss Tiny, poor Mr. Lazy, and even poor little Miss Ivy. What am I going to do? Thought little Miss Ivy. In the evening, little Miss Ivy thought of a new idea. And the next morning, after breakfast, she decided to make little Miss Bossy's new present. After the creation, little Miss Ivy went upstairs to get herself a little box to put little Miss Bossy's present in. What was little Miss Bossy's new present? It wasn't jewelry, but it was a necklace. And written on the necklace was, "Do it now." Miss Ivy thought it was going to be funny, because it would fit in a very bossy person. And when little Miss Bossy goes for a walk, she always takes her fashion necklace with her to make people laugh. And when people laugh, little Miss Bossy laughs alongside. It was not bossy anymore. Oh no. She thinks she's funny. Hello guys, that was the end of another story. Please stay tuned for more. Please hit that like button. Comment down in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe.